Yes. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Calabar. Good evening, Malabites and Malabreses. How are they? And to everyone listening from across Nigeria and beyond, welcome to another high energy edition of Sports Corner on Top Unical Radio 103.5. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday, and you know what it means. The weekend is here, and the world of sports is buzzing with stories, action, and anticipation from the breaking headlines across global sports to exciting developments closer to home tonight. We are set, and as it be like this, we go give you promising competitions where they come your way this weekend. Across Europe, the major leagues are getting off a crucial battle. The title race is tearing up with the top four dreams still alive, and relegation fights becoming more intense with every match day, every goal, every tackle. They're very, very important, and every result this weekend could change the direction of the season. And not that we go still come back to home for the Nigerian Premier Football League as it continues to deliver its own drama as club fight for pride, position, and also points, and the race for the continental sport in the heat is heating up, and every match day is proving just how competitive even the Nigerian football has become. And beyond sports, the world is alive with headlines, transfer rumors, and athletes records ahead. So whether you dey drive through the beautiful streets of Calabar, whether you dey relax at home, whether you just dey listening from the comfort of your place around the world, stay locked in, because even that your radio set, just keep am close to your ear, because this evening we will break down the biggest stories, preview the major fixtures both locally and internationally. So get ready, get full prepared for the weekend ahead. I am your host, Sir Kennedy, the man who cannot leave football for food. You get my point now. Sports Corner is here, and where passion meets analysis and the love of sports comes alive. Ladies and gentlemen, Malabite and Malabreses, welcome to Sports Corner on Top Unical Radio 103.5. Yes. I see the hot ladies. No be only me there here. Yeah, no be only me there here. Yeah, so I see the always there. I am not alone in the studio. I am joined by my amazing co-host, a sharp football mind, and someone who never runs out of opinion when it comes to the beautiful football game. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my co-host in the person of Nata. Nata, welcome to the show.
Good evening, Sir Kennedy. Good evening to all our beautiful listeners for out there. Yes, I did very happy say I don't work enter studio this evening with my two legs. Make I for join mouth, chook for waiting the shop for all the world of sports, from local scene to continental scene to Obodo Ibo. I just happy say you said don't find out time to join us.
Yes.
And small cold done day for here for inside the city of Calabar.
We thank God for the rain.
Small cold
for rain.
You get, but that one self it go be more reason where we say you go just hug your radio like transformer day with us.
Yes, so as it dey like this, I make you just take you through the headlines where they happen for the world of sports. And the first headline where we get for here now be say the Tigers coach urges focus after they lost to South Korea. Yes, head coach of the Nigerian women basketball team of the Tigers, where her name na Rena Wakama, has urged her players to quickly move past their loss to South Korea. The news agency of Nigeria report that the Tigers lost 77-60 to the Asian side on Thursday, the first time Nigerian senior women basketball team has been defeated by South Korea. And as for that defeat, Nigeria kept the contest close for the first two quarters, trailing narrowly to 36-32, but failed to maintain the momentum for the third and fourth quarters as the game be slipped away from their hand. And Victoria Makoki led the Nigerian effort, scoring 22 points and grabbing 6 rebounds after her most valuable player performance in the opening game for them. And as it be like this, Wakama said that the team must refocus and improve ahead of their next game against Philippines at the FIBA Women's World Cup qualifying tournament for Lyon. And she said the defeat offered important lesson while commending the Korea side for their strong performance. According to what she be told, she said Korea na great team and will be struggle to shoot over 22 turnovers, which is not typical of our game. And as she said their mentality, they're very, very strong, and as it be like this, they look forward to the next game. So so far so good. Now, how do you applaud this the Tigers women basketball team as they done the progress? You know, they have won the African basketball competition numerous times, and they were even one time close to winning the basketball World Cup one time, the FIBA World Cup one time, but it didn't happen. But how do you applaud the basketball women's team so far?
They are really doing well.
Yes.
Although they lost to South Korea there, means say everything done spoil.
Yeah. So
They have been doing so well, even prior to this particular qualification. Now you don't see say they actually stand out as one of those teams when you look at in sports generally in Nigeria.
Yes.
When you talk of sports generally, your mind go first flash go them. Flash go Tigers, flash go probably Super Eagles, flash go tennis, and all those our athletes who they do very well. Then they that category of teams will be say once it comes to representing the nation, they're always out there doing exceptionally well. But losing to South Korea, that might have been very dicey. At first, I wouldn't have picked Korea to win Nigeria. I was thinking the Tigers would be able to pull up something, but it wasn't completely a match where we say they just swallowed them completely. Just one of those things that happen in the game of sport that sometimes you just find yourself setting back. They started the game on a good note, but as time they go on, so you get sometimes they go just they shoot you and you really can't respond, and in a bid to respond they found out that their back kept on leaking. So I feel the next game they can make up for it, the next outing they can make up for it and put smiles on our faces once again.
Yes, so the next game they can make up for it. Say the Tigers they always disappoint us because they no be Amaka, and I know she'll say they even get Amaka for their national team. And just as the world will go on for the country, for the world, and also the World Cup preparation, yes, so Iran don't come reply waiting now. Donald Trump be talk. According to her, he say no one can exclude us from the World Cup. As Iran hit back to waiting Trump talk, yes, so Iran says no one can exclude them from the World Cup this year, and the response of waiting Trump say life and safety will be at risk if Iran participate. And the Iranian team has also said in their social media post on Thursday that the United States should not be allowed to co-host the tournament if it could not guarantee the safety of the teams partaking in the World Cup. And Trump's comments came just 2 days after he told FIFA chief Infantino that the Iranian players will be welcome despite the Middle East war, and the Iranian national soccer team is welcome to play to the World Cup. But I really don't believe it is appropriate that they be there for their own life and safety after Trump be talk this one. And so you think say this war now go play a major role for this World Cup as it be like this, because people already say that if you watch most of the attendees in the World Cup is most of these Middle East fans, because they like participate for anything. They like participate for anything football due to how football not too popular for their side. Once it comes to the World Cup, they don't fail to make up the attendance. So, do you think that them not attending, or most of the Middle East football team, or most of the Middle East football fans not attending the World Cup could play a major role in making the World Cup not to go effective? Because already this World Cup they get the media hype compared to the one we play last 4 years, compared to the one we play last 8 years. This one is not giving the media help. So, overall, Seb, how are you rating this upcoming World Cup with what is going on in the world right now?
Say, as it is right now, the World Cup is not really getting
the media hype.
that hype. Where we say inside of you, like unconsciously, the media will find a way of shooting the bullets of expectation into your heart. You go just do like this, they'll be like, make this season do finish, make we play World Cup. Like that excitement just boiling from your inside. It's not really the case this time around. We're already in March, and few months away, June, World Cup they start, but that energy is not really lit like compared to Russia 2018 compared to Qatar 2022.
Yes.
Talking about the crisis in the Middle East right now, yes, it will have a way of affecting the game, and it must be so frank, because as we all know, football is one game that brings that unites the heart of the people
of the world.
It binds us together globally.
Yes.
So irrespective of where you are from, once the game is set, you are like,
you're welcome.
you are all hands they open, say to embrace you, be like, oh yeah, welcome to my country. And it's actually a very, very lovely moment, fun time. Maybe say that June, July, from all across the globe, many countries, everybody they travel go, all eyes set on TV sets, just feeding their eyes with waiting the sub for there. Then here I'm pulling out, and every other development where they go on there, it is what it is. They were quite sad because we would have loved to see them also play, because aside everything, football is a game that brings joy.
Yeah.
And definitely it would have been a great one to see Iran play, but unfortunately they have pulled out, and we hope that things will
United versus Rangers International, and we also get Niger Tornadoes versus Kano Pillars, Reno Stars versus defending champions Remo Stars versus Nasarawa United, Shooting Stars versus Wiki Tories, and we also get Ikorodu City versus Rivers United. We go small break. When we come back, we go discuss everything where they happen this weekend, because as it be like this, Premier League is back, the Spanish La Liga is around, the Italian Serie A, the Bundesliga, the French League One. Yes, so this weekend is very, very promising, and as it be like this, myself I don't ready. So no get anywhere. Now so come to Unical Radio 103.5 with Sir Kennedy and Ata. We they come back, don't touch the dial. We gonna let the world know how we keep the ball in control. Say dry bones shall rise again. Now be this song.
I honestly can't really say anything else on this.
Nostalgia gonna do you.
Like anytime this anthem go pop up like this, it's like Real Madrid, whether you be Real Madrid fan or whether you no be Real Madrid fan, waiting go rise for inside of you like this. That energy go just be very high. It gives me those pimples like, and I'm just trying to put myself in the shoes of those players when they get on the pitch and they hear this anthem. That's why they do those things they do. Like,
oh my god,
this anthem gave vibes. Like,
I can never forget the Real Madrid that played Atlético Madrid in the Champions League final.
Yeah,
2-0 down.
That they do these things because I feel
fighting for the badge.
Yes, this anthem really motivates them to fight for the badge. Like they fight their lives out on the pitch for the badge.
That true. And you know that time when we say Ronaldo were in the club.
Ronaldo, Ramos, Casillas.
Pepe.
When Casillas left, Keylor Navas took over.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They talk about the.
You have Marcelo.
Oh.
You have Casemiro. You have Isco, Alacon, Lucas Vazquez, Marco Asensio, Gareth Bale, Karim Benzema,
I don't forget
Kedira. My goodness. Everywhere go, Sha. Fast forward to today. We are here to serve you.
Yes,
on the hot story where they sub there for inside the world of sports.
Yes. For the Premier League like this, we will really review everything where they saw for Premier League. And for the Premier League, okay, make we start from nobody say we did downgrade, but make we start from top. I mean from bottom to up as it be like this. So make we first start with the Davis League for the Netherlands. There we get as a PSV they play the Gemengen, and we get as Ajax they play Sparta Rotterdam, and the Hoverin they play Tausa. And for the Italian Serie A, okay, for the German Bundesliga, Bayern Munich they play away to Bayer Leverkusen. Dortmund they play Augsburg. Eintracht Frankfurt they play Hediem, Hoffenheim they play Wolfsburg, and the Hoffenberger they play FC Cologne. And for the Spanish La Liga here we get Girona they play Atletico Bilbao, Atletico Madrid they play Getafe, Oviedo they play Valencia, Real Madrid they play Elche. And also for the Italian Serie A, we see as Inter Milan they play Atalanta, Napoli they play Lens, Udinese they play Juventus, and we also see for the French Ligue 1, Rennes they play Lens, Angers they play Nice, and Monaco they play Brest. And we also see for the CAF Confederation Cup playoff, we see as Otodo they play of Oyo they play Zamalek, and Al Masry they play C Belouizdad. And for the CAF Champions League, we see as Bekene they play Al Halim Dunum. And for the English Premier League, Bournemouth versus Burnley, Sunderland versus Brighton, Chelsea versus Newcastle, West Ham versus Manchester City, Arsenal versus Everton. Can we say that in the Premier League we are seeing tough fixtures? Now let's not even talk about the Premier League or the teams that are playing the Champions League that are playing this weekend. The only team that is playing the Champions League that is not playing this weekend is only PSG. Go through all of them. Now just PSG. Yeah. And for the Spanish La Liga, Atletico Madrid they play Girona, and Real Madrid they play Elche. So Girona versus Atletico Madrid they play Getafe, and Real Madrid they play Elche. So do you think that is it going to be a gather of momentum or going to be a drop of form for them against the Champions League match? Remember that Real Madrid is going to play against a wooden lion of Manchester City, and Atletico Madrid is going to play a wooden lion of Tottenham.
You know, say this weekend drama good day. because right now I still strongly believe that the attention of every team who they play in the Champions League for next week, who they play this weekend, the attention will be divided, because you try to keep your players at rest.
Yeah.
You go on be like, okay, make them play first half, or make them play 60 minutes, or make them play 50 minutes. Then
no, not true.
I can substitute and put another player. And you also be cautious of the fact that they can pick an injury. So even if you go even tell the player, say play with caution.
Yeah.
Especially like imagine a team like Manchester City now. You know that
you are fighting for the league.
You are fighting for the league. You are fighting for the Champions League as well, and you will be like, which one we go sell for these two, so that we can just know that we don't end the season trophyless. Because right now, yes, they have the Carabao Cup, they have the FA Cup, but you want to at least have these three. If you lose one, you know, saying that three they remain, and to be a very crazy one, across from the English Premier League to the Serie A to the Bundesliga to the Spanish La Liga.
Yes.
And for PSG that's resting, that's a plus with their FA being give them, and it's a very good one. It's going to be great. Madrid have a lot of work to do. Yes, they are facing Elche, and if you look at it, for some matches now in the La Liga, the inconsistency has been so obvious. And I feel this match against Elche is a very good time for Madrid to pick up, considering the fact that they already have a very good advantage against Manchester City. Unlike Barca, who against Newcastle is still so much open and undecided.
Yes.
So I feel Madrid can afford the risk of fielding in their complete XI, like everybody intact, although injury has really distorted the shape of the team. But I feel they have that luxury. They can afford that luxury of fielding in their best. But for Barca to be a very serious gamble to field in all their, because even if you play this match now, you might stress the players out, and you know they'll have to play Newcastle again and all that. And with the way Newcastle, their style of play, you have to come with your full energy. May not be say they're exhausted. And at this point of the season, where the players get to play week in, week out, midweek, weekend after midweek,
week after week, weekend after weekend,
they tend to be, they are humans, they are not robots. So definitely they'll be stressed out, they'll be fatigued and all of that. But I believe it will be a weekend of drama. But I just believe and hope that this drama no go happen to the wrong teams. When I mean the wrong teams,
you know the team you're talking about.
I know what I'm talking about. We know.
Yes.
So that's so it be.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as it is like this, do you think that most of the teams should give up their title race for the Champions League? With Manchester City in the final of the Carabao Cup and also made it to the quarterfinal of the FA Cup and second position in the Premier League and also losing in the Champions League, do you think that Manchester City should give up their Premier League hope and fight for the Carabao Cup and also either for the Champions League? You know, say one of these things now, you can't like say they hold three things for hand. So the phone line they open 0809 444 4058, and the same matter they applicable to Chelsea, with Chelsea fighting for the top four and Chelsea at the FA Cup quarterfinals and also losing a match in the Champions League. Do you think that Chelsea should give up their Champions League dream and fight for the top four and also fight to secure a silverware with them in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup? What's your opinion for this matter like this? 0809 444 4058. You know, say this is where tough decisions will always come up. What should I give up for, or what should I achieve? It's not a crime to win treble. It's not a crime that at the end of the season we are seeing Manchester City with the league, Champions League, and also the Carabao Cup with the FA Cup. But as it be like this now, there's no hope of them winning the Premier League, and they lost to Real Madrid, and now they have a silverware final at hand, which is the Carabao Cup. So a lot of people now will be like, with the look of things, I think they should just give up the Champions League, secure top four, and win the Carabao Cup. 0809 444 4058. So do you agree with me? Because for me, that is what I think Manchester should do, and that is what I also think Chelsea should do. If they can give up their Champions League hope and qualify for the top four, they say who lives to fight today lives to fight another day.
See waiting there.
Yes.
You talk something wey enter my 2 years like he hit my eardrum.
Okay.
Also, Man City are not better position to win the league. Like from which part of the world? For me, Manchester City still have opportunity. They have a chance.
Do you think they still have the chance to win the?
Yes.
I know that
they have a chance to win the treble. They have a chance.
They are 7 points behind. Arsenal. They are 7 points behind Arsenal. And
one thing is that
Arsenal is playing.
That's why I said
Arsenal is playing Everton. That's why. And West Ham right now, you can't like say they want to win everything when they meet.
That's why I said that this weekend is going to be full of
08094444058. Now be the phone line to join the conversation. Do you think that Manchester City should give up their Champions League hope and win the Carabao Cup and qualify for the Champions League and also lose the hope for the Premier League? So, Nata, you say that Manchester City still have the chance to win the Premier League.
If na me,
yes,
I don't see.
If maybe Guardiola,
I don't see 2 ripe apples. I be mango.
Yeah,
because make I use mango. Mango season is fast approaching.
Yeah,
don't see 2 ripe mangoes
for 3.
And you don't see and those 2 mangoes now, Premier League and Champions League.
Okay, with Carabao Cup too.
Okay, put Carabao Cup.
Put
3 mangoes now. You know, say for Carabao Cup you dey final already.
Yes.
Premier League, you just 7 points.
7 points.
Okay, let me not say just 7 points because 7 points plenty.
Yes, 7 points behind.
They even use 1 point to win person for league now.
Of course.
So
7 points.
You have 7 points behind us. You are 7 points behind us now.
Yes.
You have the Champions League. You are in the round of 16. You have Madrid, a mountain to climb. 3-0. You are welcoming Madrid to your home on Tuesday.
Yes.
You know what thing I go do? I can win the Premier League. Why? Arsenal are in the Champions League. Arsenal in the FA Cup. Arsenal in the Premier League. Cup. And if you look at
and also in the Carabao Cup.
Definitely, Arsenal have played a lot of matches this season, and from the way that they play now, they are exhausted. The players are exhausted.
Are you sure it's showing?
It's showing. When was the last time Arsenal played creatively, entertaining football as they did at the beginning of the season?
Yeah. We can say
even
that.
Even if they play the game now, if they score you 1 goal, they just feel okay with it. They don't even want to kill themselves with plenty work. Like they don't want to. If they can just score you a goal or 2, they are satisfied. They just want to see the game out and pick their points and go their way. They don't want to overstress themselves because they know the cost. If they want to overstretch, if you go pick injury, if you go collect record, if you go, that's how the game is. So
that one too.
I'll actually go for Premier League.
Okay,
it's still very much open.
Okay,
and besides, Manchester City are yet to play Arsenal in the returning fixture. So what do? Just be piling pressure on Arsenal. That's the best you can do. If it works out that at the end of the day they drop points and you mount up in their place, good and fine. If at the end of the day it doesn't pay off, then you face you still have. That's why you are still in the FA Cup. That's why you are still in the Carabao Cup. Then for the Champions League, say definitely against Madrid, go be child's play. So what do? You focus on the 1 game at a time. That's the best thing to do. You have this weekend coming up. You focus on this game. You play it as if this one, all hopes depends on this one.
Yes.
You secure it. You have squad depth. You have good players.
Yes.
Against Madrid, you go up again and you do what you know how to do best. At the end of the day, either of those 2, one must click. Now we think just say, if you be say, put your eyes on both, target both as if you have play the weekend as if you don't have any other thing to fight for. Play the Champions League as if you don't have anything to fight for. I believe that you definitely can't just lose out on those 2 battles.
Well, that one, you don't give us better breakdown for the 08094444058. Yes, if you were in Guardiola's shoe or if you're in the shoe of the Manchester City players, you have the option of losing 1 title or losing 1 opportunity to secure the rest. Yes, will it be the Champions League race to get the Premier League and the FA Cup, or will it be losing out for the Champions League and Premier League to secure the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup? 08094444058. Now the phone line to call to join the conversation. Yes, so Nata, as it be like this now, this Saturday, which is tomorrow, we get Arsenal versus Everton. For me, Arsenal has been fantastic. Just like you said, that Arsenal have not been playing a good football lately. Like they know they play creative football lately, and they're going against Everton. I know, since the ending of this season, where most of these teams they hot.
We know.
The ending of this season will be so most of these teams they put in their best. They go make sure.
Especially the mid-table teams.
Yes, the mid-table teams, and this season like before, for the first time this season, will be say from 12th position to 7th position is fighting for a European glory. Brentford is fighting for it. Everton is fighting for it. Even Fulham they fight for them. Even Sunderland, a whole Sunderland they fight for them. And so as it be like this, everybody is fighting for a European glory. Arsenal is chasing the title. Everton want to play either the Conference League or the Europa League. So how do you see this? Okay, make I even go for it. This Arsenal versus Everton match, I don't know. Arsenal will like to. Arsenal will love to win, but right now they are one leg in and one leg out because of their Champions League race with Bayer Leverkusen. For me, I am seeing this match as a potential draw because
now waiting in my mind.
Because Arteta might. You see, I'm not trying to call Arteta foolish, but he might repeat the same mistake Unai Emery did while in Villarreal. You were pursuing third position in the Premier League, in the La Liga, and you are playing Bayern in the Champions League, and you will go down in the Champions League. Now, as a sensible human being, play your full team and secure a top 4, and you play that same full team to play in the Champions League, whether you want to lose or not. You are still coming back for next season. So for me, I think Arteta is going to do a mistake. And that is what Everton might counter on, in the sense of most of his key players when they pursue this league for them, if you go drop them just to play Leverkusen.
First of all, Everton have really improved.
Yes.
Like Everton have improved compared to what they displayed last season.
We
have Arsenal to face this weekend. I feel Arsenal need this win more, sir, because in as much as Everton are pursuing an European spot, Arsenal can't afford to drop any single point at this particular stretch. They have Leverkusen coming up on Tuesday.
Yes, they have Leverkusen coming up on Tuesday.
And to be very much honest,
2 important match this week.
After
Saturday, they're playing another one on Tuesday.
Yes, to be very honest, Arsenal actually have what it takes to win these 2 matches.
Okay.
Yes, they have what it takes.
Okay, they have what it takes.
Because
even when they play their full 11.
If you look at it,
okay,
they don't really have injury crisis.
Okay.
They don't really have injury crisis. So they have a way of rotating the squad. If Arteta will actually do that,
okay,
they have a way of rotating the squad. So you can see a team where Timber does not start, White starts, but at the end of the day, Timber plays for like 60 minutes, White plays for like 65 minutes. Then Timber comes in and plays for the rest of the 90 minutes, and you have Max Dauman, you have Kayabas, you have Nogard, you have Merino, you have Zubimendi, you have Zubimendi, you have Eze. So
I don't think they even have any injuries.
You have Martinelli, you have
is back.
Saka, you have
Gokores.
There's a way you Jesus. Can actually, yes, Jesus is back. There's a way you can rotate the squad so that nobody go like feel the heat pass.
And everybody go play the full 90 minutes to avoid fatigue.
What I would even advise is field in the best for Everton. By the time you play first half or for like 50 minutes, you are supposed to kill the game.
By then you don't win the game.
You don't kill the game for like 2-0. Then you bring in other players that you feel they will need some minutes. Someone like Kayavas that is just returning. Someone like Dauman now that needs time to grow, needs space. You bring them on, and I'm definitely assuring you that those guys will put in the best, because they know that at this point in time,
the league is vulnerable to anyone.
Yes, and they will need to also try to prove a point for the World Cup that is upcoming. The picking, the selection.
Yes, team selection
ahead of the World Cup. So they want to give in their all. So at this point, I don't even feel you can afford to have quality players on the bench, and at the end of the day, you are just trying to stick to one XI, or if you no.
You get what I be the always talk say. Right now for Arteta, for me, it's better you get knocked out from the Champions League and win the Premier League than to have injury players to give an excuse for not giving us a good league run.
I believe Arsenal will win Everton, or it will be a very tough match.
It's going to be a tough match for me.
I believe Arsenal will win Everton.
All right, 08094444058 to join the conversation. And as it be like this, we also get Chelsea versus Newcastle that same day but different time zone. And as it be like this now, Chelsea, Newcastle, these two just they come out say they beat. You know when two people just they come out from battle and they lose.
No, Newcastle no lose. Me, I feel say for this match, Newcastle are not
just
playing as a for me. Chelsea na the wounded lion now.
Okay.
Because Chelsea can't even afford to lose this match.
Yes.
The match against PSG on Wednesday
they can't afford to
is so unrealistic that they will pull up a remontanda. And then you have Newcastle and you are fighting for top 4. Just win this Newcastle match and pursue your top 4. Pursue it with the whole of your life. Okay. Except they are banking on the FA Cup, but that's too risky for now.
Yes.
You have the FA Cup right in front of you. You grab that one first. You have the top 4 race in front of you. Grab that one first. Then after that, if you dey talk of top 4 of FA Cup, then this Newcastle match, I feel Newcastle might not really have
players.
Yes, they might not really
take advantage of that.
They might not really have all to play for. Like,
okay.
But when it comes to the Champions League, they will have their eyes all set on it, at least to make it to probably the semi-finals, and they can use that to say, "Oh, we had a good season, anyways."
Okay.
But I don't really see Chelsea dropping points in this match. I feel Chelsea have all it takes to at least give a win in this match.
Okay. So you think that Newcastle are the ones that are going to drop players, not Chelsea?
Newcastle, yes. I feel Newcastle will drop players more
than Chelsea.
Their players more, yes.
So right now, because Asibila,
they will just rotate.
Yeah, a little bit. I think I agree with you because Chelsea are 3 goals down in the Champions League, and you are 3 goals down already. There is a high chance that you might not even pull up a Ramatonda to secure a win. The best thing is you have to secure the Champions League.
Yes, go with your foot. The one way they your front now. Just collect that.
Yeah. That was now even waiting a bit they talk about the West Ham match. Say may we just win the one way they offer. You see waiting a bit they talk say he better say we win West Ham, then go lose to PSG, than say we lose to West Ham, still go lose to PSG. And the reverse now waiting happen. Now waiting I talk now even happen.
Nah.
We won West Ham and we lost to PSG. So imagine if at the end of the day we even lost to West Ham and still go lose to PSG. The matter like the way now they talk, maybe even the same way say go they talk. So we also have West Ham versus Manchester City, and Manchester City too are 3 goals down, and West Ham is fighting a way off from the relegation zone.
This match is going to be very, very tough. Really? I'm so honest,
because they are 1 point away. You know, say if West Ham draw or win, they are off the relegation zone.
In this match, I'll definitely go with West Ham to go with this match.
Okay,
like I see West Ham winning Manchester City
because West Ham are the ones that are hungry and they are the ones they need it more.
Like West Ham right now, they need this victory for survival. Manchester City need it for glory. Like West Ham literally need it for survival. If West Ham can't win this match, like their survival like the odds for their survival.
So West Ham is fighting for survival. Manchester City is fighting for glory.
Manchester City they fight for glory, but I feel right now Manchester City can afford to drop points.
Okay.
Because they can look up to the FA Cup and the EFL Cup and be like, we can still go on with these two. Even with the Champions League, as a case may be. But you see this particular West Ham team, they don't have anything to fight. They've been preparing for this match for the past 6 days or 5 days, if I'm not mistaken. So they have been waiting, like they've been cooking. Last week, I think the FA Cup was what we saw.
Yes.
So they played on Monday. That was against Brentford. They played on Monday. So they've been preparing since then. They had Tuesday, they had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday today, and tomorrow you are playing against Manchester City, compared to the Manchester City who on the other hand played against Real Madrid on Wednesday, and they are returning back and they still have Madrid again on Tuesday. So I feel West Ham have all it takes. Mentally they should be very prepared. Compared to Manchester City, who are still trying to put themselves together to face Madrid, because I strongly believe that they believe in their hearts that they can, if they put up a very good performance, they can actually see a way of winning Madrid. I believe that Manchester City players do think that way, but I feel West Ham have all it takes to go home with this win. Like, they just need it more, and let's see how it goes. The best team will win.
Yeah, so let's see how it goes. The best team will win. And so on, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Chelsea captain there, where he named now James, as James don't sign new contracts, and like this now he is here to stay in Chelsea. How do you see James extending his contract? Are we seeing another John Terry that pays a loyalty to his boyhood club?
Rich James is a very good player, and he's one product from Cobham that has really paid off. Like, he has been diligent in his game, though a few times injury has tried to bring him down, but he has really been keeping his head cool and fighting hard. And if you see from the time he broke into the first team, he has been giving his all every single time he gets to put on that Chelsea shirt, and it's a good one for him. I believe, as long as I'm concerned, he's one player that, when it comes to longevity at the club, it is guaranteed. I might not put him on that particular radar as John Terry, probably to stay at the club for that long, but when it comes to longevity at Chelsea, I believe Rich James has what it takes to give it to his boyhood club. And congrats to him there, and that's a very good one. Yeah, he visible say, and it's so obvious that if you can put in diligence in whatsoever you are doing, it pays off, and that's exactly the story of Rich James, rising from the youth ranks, not even the youth ranks, from the academy ranks of Chelsea to the first team, even as a captain, and getting this massive contract at this point in time. Congrats to him.
Yes, so, and also congratulations to Antonio Semenyo, who is already playing right at home at Manchester City. The Ghanaian is February Player of the Month. So how do you even rate this Semenyo signing in Manchester City?
Very wonderful.
His first, I think, his first Player of the Month in a Manchester City shirt.
Very wonderful signing. That signing was so strategic, and it was a very good one by Pep Guardiola. He actually knew what he wanted, and he went for
the man get ego eye.
You get. So I feel